Although water is one of our most valuable resources, it is often taken for granted. We thought this is especially true with young people who may not understand the importance of water, so we decided to go to our local schools and see how much they knew about water. We started off talking about some of the fundamentals, like the hydrologic cycle. The hydrologic cycle, also known as the water cycle, consists of 4 main components. 1. Evaporation, 2. Condensation, 3. Precipitation, and 4. Collection back on Earth. How long does it take to complete one cycle?
How long do you think it takes water to complete one cycle? So for all of the water to go through all of the steps, how long do you think it takes? It actually takes you've been the closest so far. It takes over 1,000 years.
We've learned that water travels in a cyclic process, but fresh water isn't infinite, and it takes a long time to get replaced. So how much of this limited water do we use every day? About 2/3 of the Earth is covered by water. But how much of this water is fresh water, which we can drink and use? In fact, only about 3% of our water on Earth is actually fresh water. How much of that water is easily accessible? Here's a hint. Much of it is trapped in glaciers and snowfields. As it turns out, only around 1/3 of our fresh water is accessible to us. Since so little of our water is accessible to us, we have to think about how much water we all use.
So, how much water would you guess the average American uses in one day?
In gallons?
Yeah.
I don't know. 6.
It's about 98 gallons
Oh, well.
for personal use.
Those 98 gallons are actually just the water we directly see and use. Indirectly, how much water goes into a day in the life of an average American? The average American uses an astounding 2,200 gallons of water per day. But hold on a second, we don't drink that much or wash our hands all day. Where does all this water get used? We refer to all this other water as virtual water. Now you might be wondering what virtual water is. Virtual water refers to the volume of fresh water used to produce the food and goods we buy and consume. For example, let's consider all the water used to make a single hamburger. We use water in every step of the burger making process, from growing our crops to feeding our animals to producing the burger itself. Most middle schoolers we surveyed guessed a burger took between 1 and 10 gallons of water to produce, when in reality a burger can take almost 600 gallons. Clearly, there's a huge gap between what we use and what we think we use. Because of this, many people can accidentally waste hundreds of gallons a day without even knowing it. So maybe we end up using a lot of water. Is this actually a problem? The answer is yes. Clean, fresh, and accessible water is immensely valuable for all aspects of life. Water is used for sanitation, agriculture, industry, and so much more. We are currently facing a freshwater crisis. Our consumption is faster than the hydrological cycle can recharge. This means that our underground stores of water, called aquifers, are running out here and all over the globe. So what can we do? Water is so valuable to our existence. How can we prevent it from running out? The most effective way to save water is to reduce both direct and indirect consumption. Remember, every drop counts. Direct consumption can be decreased through water-efficient toilets and taking shorter showers. Indirect consumption relates to virtual water. Don't buy more than you really need, and be conscious of how much water goes into the products you buy. Let's all do our part to save water and conserve our resources. Thank you for watching.
Created using Powtoon.